The S&P market has been going up, but we're still bearish. Today's April 1st. As we anticipated, the market would go down last week, and it did until Friday, and that there was a likelihood that it would start up this week and probably continue up until the end of the week or until the 7th, Monday next week. And we still feel that's the highest probability. However, we are also still bearish until the early part of May. The reason for that is several cycles are still down until then, and it's possible we could have a decent rally even this week, and then the market turns down again next week and continues lower, and conceivably could continue significantly lower. Our momentum balance technique, when you apply it on the weekly chart, gave a signal in February to go short, and it still indicates the target of that has not been reached, and it could go as low as 5,100 before reaching that target. Now, that system doesn't tell you when it will happen, but it does say that there's still momentum on the downside, and you don't want to be fighting that momentum. Going long this week was an intelligent idea because there's a short-term bounce that's likely, and it might be a decent bounce, but it still is not necessarily the beginning of another bull trend. Now, several cycles are agreeing with each other, and several cycles are saying the market's still bearish. As we've been saying for months, the 147-week cycle continues lower until the end of April, early May. The 162-week cycle, 54 weeks times 3, has also called the high perfectly and said the market's going to continue down until the end of April. There's a very big astrological event happening on April 23rd that Saturn and the North Node are conjunct. That only happens once in 11.5 years. And it's happening this month. And it's probably responsible for quite a bit of the bearishness that's been happening since the early part of December. The other cycles that we're looking at are 3 times 11.5 years ago is 34.5 years ago. And the decline that started in late July of 1990 has been repeating very, very well. And that one continues lower. It has another decline, another up, and another decline into early part of May. And that cycle is absolutely amazing because it has been repeating for almost 20 years in a weekly basis, not on a day-by-day basis. But most every swing that's happened since 2007 has been repeating what happened 34.5 years earlier. And so this 1990 pattern, which is continuing to happen, is no surprise. We also have the 1998 pattern, which we mentioned, which has been repeating beautifully, that starts to bottom out now, but it goes up a little bit and then goes down again at the end of April. It doesn't go significantly lower, but the timing for us is more important, that until the late part of April, early May, we're not safe to be going long in a meaningful way. After that, most of the patterns are very bullish and continue to get more bullish over the summer. Also, we have the short-term cycles indicated that the high that came in on the 25th of March was also the beginning of another down sequence, indicating that more decline will happen, and the decline that happened last week may not be the end of it. It could be the completion of one wave. We have a bounce here, and additional decline will continue after that in April into early May. One of the short-term cycles is actually 42 trading days, and there's another one that's 110 trading days. So there are several of them that are basically agreeing the market's in a downtrend. The downtrend isn't over yet. They bottom at different times, later in the month of April, some of them all the way into May. But it indicates also that we're probably going lower. We're not done yet. Also, this Sunday, the 6th of April, we're starting our Trade Forecast Mastery course again. And this one is likely to be a real humdinger because we have some great people that are really excited about this knowledge that are becoming in there. And that inspires me to really get into it. So if you're interested in doing so, click the link below. You have a few more days that you can still register.